Alright, let's get right into this. We got... So, just straight off the bat, this is gonna be a shorter video than usual. Well, not only am I a little short on time today, but also, I mean, it's a pretty simple one. Just a new locomotive, new with quotation marks. If I can find it. Look at all those modded trains I have. Some of them might appear in a video later down the line. Where are we on? I don't know why I'm trying to blank. We're on Frankenbahn. So, we have a new timetable set in 2018. And so we got the original 187. But what we're interested in is its passenger variant, the 147. Now, I really like the Traxx 3. So, I was looking forward to getting this, even if it's albeit pretty basic, but it does come with a new timetable. Can't complain about that. But I'm also curious to see what other routes it layers onto. I heard it doesn't layer onto too many others. Oh, it looks like I was proven wrong. I'm glad. Very glad. So it serves quite a few others, it seems. That's weird. It doesn't go on to Leipzig to Dresden, but regular, just Riesa Dresden. It goes on to Mittenwaldbahn. Must be like a... Maybe those are modded timetables. I do have some modded timetables. Once again, those will come in the video eventually. Alright, so definitely not. That's 2003. That's interesting. It just automatically layers into 2025 timetable. But still, it is unfortunately lacking quite a few it could very well layer onto. I wish it was like the 146, the 143, and it could layer onto any of them. I mean, come on, they have the freaking 110 layer onto every single DOS service, even if that's unrealistic. But but this is where they draw the line with the 147. Oh well, I guess you win some, you lose some, but that's a little disappointing to me that there isn't more to do with it. Our scenarios is... I think obviously the highlight is the timetables, so probably gonna do that. Looks like the 140 has some services. So let's get into that. So just simple run from Heilbronn to Stuttgart. They really should have upgraded the 187 while they were at it. Alright, let's see what we're working with. Not gonna do a tutorial since I basically already know how to drive this thing. Well, it has been a while, so let's see. Alright. Make sure battery is on. Activate that. Okay, that's weird. They had the engine room modeled on the 187, so why not the 147? Alright, let's do this. Got a bunch of notifications popping up. I don't think those were working before, so that's cool. Let's see. How do I activate AFB? Trying to figure out how to activate AFB, but I can't figure it out. Okay, the wiper switch and the light switch are swapped for some reason. Oh, that's cool. It shows me my stations here. I don't think I've seen a screen like that before. I just can't figure out how to get the cruise control work, but I don't want to be running late, so we're just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Is my main circuit breaker's closed? Why is it called the current collector? It's a pantograph. I've never heard anyone call it a current collector. That's a new one. On second thought, maybe I should use the tutorial because I don't know why I'm not moving. My independent isn't applied. My train brake is good. Okay, looks like we got some troubleshooting to do right off the bat. I know my battery is on. Release the parking brake. We've activated the compartment. Wait, should I turn that off? I think so. What am I doing wrong? It's barely making any noise, it's just dead quiet. Alright, come on. I don't have much time. Are my doors still open? No, they're not. I am supposed to be at my the next station by now. Brake release? I don't think that's working. Try turning off the AFB. I don't get it. I'm wheel slipping. I have indeed activated the... Wow, it got foggy all of a sudden. Oh, great, I'm running out of time. Any second now. Okay, you know what? On second thought, I am going to do the tutorial because I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. So, initial thoughts is it's nice we got like a newer timetable. However, this locomotive really should have added on to other timetables. The 187 really should have gotten some updates too. Like, I can understand, fine, I guess he can sell the two separately, even if that's a little scummy. But should have at least updated the 187 as well. Alright, what the hell am I doing wrong? Let's figure this out. Alright.
In this introduction, you'll be learning to drive this DBBR 147.0 locomotive.
Gotta make this quick, I don't have much time.
The BR 147.0
Modeling
is
looks
part
good.
of the Bombardier Traxx 3 family of locomotives. With a top speed of 160 kilometers per hour and a PIS display on the front, these locomotives are equipped for passenger services, pulling different kinds of coaches like the Doppelstock. The full designation of this locomotive is P160AC3. P for passenger, 160 for the top speed of 160 kilometers per hour. AC for alternating current.
Oh, I might not cut in the brakes. I think that might have been it.
Set the reverser to forward. This control. Open the.
That's a weird window latch.
Close the doors before departure. The train is now ready to depart. You'll need to cut the...
That's what I was doing wrong. Okay. Let's go back. Alright. Let's see. How much time? Alright. Alright. Where is it? Where is it? Frankenbahn. Timetables. 2018. 147. What was that one I was just doing? This one says it's a little shorter, but still does the entire route, so I'm gonna do that one. Maybe I'll skip a stop or two, but that's okay. Awesome, I am not in my train. Great, that's really nice. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That is, wow, that wonderful first impression on the new timetable. All right. Okay. Try a different service, I guess. All right. Which one did I just do? I think it was that one. Okay. Tried this one. If you could please not crash this time. Or not crash, I don't know why I said that. Put me inside my train. That would be greatly appreciated. I mean, you know, it would be preferable if you put me inside my train and not spawn me in the middle of... Okay, I'm inside my train. Good. All right. Let's activate the cab. That's good to go. Oh, yeah, let's also get our safety systems cut in. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Cut in our brakes. That was very crucial. I missed out on. While we're waiting for passengers to board, let's see if I can figure out how to do the AFB. It's not there. Is it somewhere on the screen? Let's put everything on a screen. That would... You know, it's nice having buttons, too. I do like this, how, like, actually shows my stops and whatnot. I assume that controls the passenger information screen, probably. It's very cool. Alright. No AFB. We're doing this the old-fashioned way. Now, the sounds... They seem fine to me. I don't know what this train sounds like in real life. So, I can't speak for that. Okay, I don't think the coach lights are on. I am speeding. Okay. And the rail driver control, it doesn't go to 0. It just jumps to 1% dynamic braking. So, a couple pet peeves. Yes, okay, yes, that is what I want. I don't think any of those are buttons do anything. Let's see, is there a... I don't see a button to control the train lights, or... Oh, it's probably on the screen, is it? Maybe I accidentally turned them off. Oh yeah, I accidentally turned them off. Okay, false alarm, we're good. A lot of stuttering, what's up with that? Can't tell if that's more freight or less freight than before. Okay, we got a bit more of an express service this time. How many stops we got? Not too many. So, it'll be a pretty chill run today. Bit of a chaotic beginning, but now that we're finally on the road, we can chill. Holy stuttering. So I think so far, yeah, now that we're up to speed, I think I can talk about my thoughts, my initial thoughts. So I really like the Traxx 3 locomotives, the 147, the 187, whatever you want to call them. So that's why I want to get this locomotive. Um, with the original 187, even though it had its flaws, I still drove it. I would still drive it from time to time because I still like the locomotive in general. So even they are kind of they are reselling this locomotive. It would have been nice if it was like if it was just an update or tacked on to your original 187, or I mean, the 187 never got its update, so maybe it's better off if it was sold as its own thing. Now I think of it, but really it shouldn't have been that way. So talk about some of our thoughts with this DLC, and I think the big thing is really disappointed on the fact that it just doesn't layer onto that many routes. I was hoping it'd be like the 143, the 146, the 111, the 112, the 114, even the freaking 110. They all like do DOSTO services on every route, while this one only does them on a handful. That just doesn't make any sense to me, and maybe it doesn't operate on every route. Fair, but then you have locomotives like the 110, which don't do DOSTO services in real life to begin with, yet they run on every route. So, I mean, I feel like it'd be more realistic to have this do every route than the 110. Overall, I feel like it's kind of underutilized. Could have been way better, but the timetable feels nice. Seems like they also added a 423, like an Esteban Stuttgart livery, which should have been the original release, but better late than never, I guess. Hopefully these are things the modders will come to save us, but it's just it's tiring having to constantly rely on the modders to fix these things. I mean, yeah, I guess the whole layering thing, that's sort of a personal preference, but just like instance, I'm using my rail driver, and when I set the lever to what should be the off position, idle, instead it goes to 1% dynamic braking. It should be in the idle position. But I guess it's should still focus on the positives too. It's definitely a huge step up from the 187 in terms of overall quality. There's a lot more functionality. Although I don't know why they left out the engine room. That kind of baffles me. I don't think it would have been performance reasons. Yeah, it's just not there, so. The only thing I could think of was that they just completely built it from the ground up instead of reusing the asset they already had, which would make sense in a way. I mean, the original 187, it was made by a different developer that clearly isn't interested in fixing their mistakes. They did eventually fix the sounds, but that's about it. It still had some other issues involved. So, my theory is that they must have just built it from the ground up, and most locomotives don't have an engine room anyways. It'd be nice if they did, but it's not a huge loss. So, but it's still something I was looking forward to, something I still planned on buying. So, just some missed opportunities, I guess, is the best way to put it. Just kind of feels underutilized in general. The modern timetable is nice, even if we're still seeing the older infrastructure. But I have grown to really like Frankenbahn. I was a little skeptical at first. I don't really know why. I always love a busy German route. It didn't really stick out to me aside from the fact that it was a little bit older. But the more I played it, I found there was a lot of service variety. It was fun, and I know they also in the update added so the older like mint and silver coaches now spawn in on the older timetable, but that's something the modders fixed a long time ago, and they added so other locomotives from that era could also drive. Ooh, I found a map. Anyways, I think I've been yapping enough, but that's my thoughts. That's the spiel. It would be nice if they created like a separate version that was a bit more modern. I'm not really sure how they would do that. Maybe just like give it like a discount to previous owners. I don't know. I guess there's not too many differences between the 2000s version and the current day version. Wow, this thing likes to wheel slip. It's got a lot of power. Lots of power and not much tractive effort. So yeah, man, I love this locomotive. I really wish it got underutilized, or not more utilization. And the poor Traxx 3, it's just, no matter what version, it's always been getting screwed over in this game. What did it ever do to you? Now, I think this route, the 2018 timetable, was originally going to have a couple TGV services that got cut because of performance issues. That's another thing that baffles me, because they added the ability to disable layers if your PC couldn't handle it, but they still removing layers, pretending like that feature just doesn't exist. That also baffles me. Maybe even on good software, it just was too much. But I really feel like that's a sign they should better optimize the game. I do feel like TSW6 overall is a lot better optimized than TSW5. Although I've been playing TSW6 exclusively on PC while I switched from console to PC during TSW5. Like, if they're gonna be doing a yearly releasing, they really gotta like tweak the game engine. Not a whole lot, but enough to. Optimization is a big thing. I'm not a game designer or anything, but really, I feel like they could do a lot with it. Like better level of detail with distant scenery. Maybe have it so like certain trains that you're not driving have like lower detail levels or something unless you get closer to it. Stuff like that, just throwing ideas out. Maybe maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, and they really have done the best they could to optimize it. But just from an outsider's perspective, it really seems like they could do a better job. I will say though, even though this route takes place in the 2000, it's still it looks pretty modern. Um, German railways were definitely ahead of their time back then, I'd say. I'm so used to like going nearly full throttle. But you gotta be a lot more gentle with this one. It's got a lot of power. There is a lot of exciting TSW content coming out lately, but man, it's been a little too much. I mean, especially when a lot of it is releasing in not so unfinished, buggy states. My wallet is not enjoying it, and so probably won't be seeing as many new release DLC releases for a time being. Like I know Medway Val. Oop. There's the first PZB moment of the day. I'm still gonna time this for a nice photo op. There we go. I like the way that looks. I know the Medway Valley line released recently, and the reviews on it seem to be overwhelmingly positive. So I do want to get that eventually, but for the time being, it probably won't be for a little bit. It does look like a very nice route. The lighting looks beautiful. The functional radio is a very nice touch. Just really seems like Firefly Simulations did a fantastic job with that route. I would like to pick it up sometime in the near future, but as of now, just trying to save my money a little more. Save my money. Okay, we've recovered quickly from our PCB moment. We're running slightly behind schedule, not too much behind schedule. You know, probably like, you know, not quite the average German delay, but still a delay. thing's got some quick acceleration. Really like it so far. It's a very enjoyable locomotive to drive. Very quick. And even though it seems simple, easy, and modern, it's definitely, with the easy wheel slip, it's definitely an easy to learn, hard to master type of locomotive.
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug RB nach Stuttgart Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station Besigheim. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
There are definitely some upcoming DLCs I've been looking forward to. I've been looking forward to the, probably gonna butcher the pronunciation, the Tadami line, I think, the one in Japan. That one I've been really excited for a while. The BNSF GP60, I'm excited for that. Although I am a little concerned because I know High Iron's Santa Fe pack wasn't very good. It had a lot of problems, so I'm really hoping they don't drop the ball with this one because we really need more American content. But I know a lot of the big ones I was looking forward to are already out. This one's one of them. Stanford line, I was really excited for that. The Czech Republic route, that was still loving that route. That one's definitely one of my favorites.
Nächste Station Besigheim. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links. Seefahrt.
I really hope to see more DLCs in other countries. Really focus on the world aspect of Train Sim World. So let's see, how many countries are we at now? US, Canada, England. I guess we can count Wales and Scotland, so that's 5. Germany, Switzerland. I guess we can count Italy, but it's only like 2 miles of track in it, but I guess bring that to 8. The Czech route just came out, so that's 9. There's Japan and Portugal coming up, so I think that's all of them. So, oh yeah, there's also, I forgot, there's also French routes. That's 12. So 12 countries. That's not bad, not bad at all. But I bet licenses are hard to get for a lot of countries. But if I'd rather them just do unbranded content than not include it. Oop, I did not realize the speed limit dropped. Why am I still speeding? I gotta pull it together today. I'm all over the place. Oh yeah, there are also Austrian routes too. That's 12 countries. I don't know why I just thought of that going back to that. So 12, it's a solid lineup, but obviously US, UK, and Germany have the vast majority. I think it would be cool if by the next time, hopefully it's not a new game but an update, but like the next time they cycled the three main routes, instead of doing the three main countries, they did like similar neighboring countries. Like instead of America, it was Canada. Instead of Germany, it was Austria. Instead of like England, it was Scotland. I think that would be a really cool twist. Because they're still similar enough, but also different. That display is really small. I can barely read that. 85 kilometers. Although, I like to go 5 under, play it safe, so we'll go at 80. Plus, that's speed limit anyways, so. I feel like some of the freight yards could use a little bit more stuff. Yeah, I can barely read the label on that screen. So far, I haven't seen much traffic. I don't think I checked the service count, but would have liked to see a tiny bit more. Was it chose 8 o'clock, which isn't the busiest time of the day, but still, I feel like should see more. But now that we're at the section with the S-Bahn line, it's gonna get way busier. But even then, I feel like I've seen more traffic before. Alright, got a freight train there. Wonder where he's going. Right here. So this is our S-Bahn Stuttgart 423. I think, yeah, they updated the destination board. They added some new stickers and whatnot. Well, they actually updated the side too. I remember for a while, I think it still said like S-Bahn Rhein-Ruhr or something instead of the other networks. So it's received some updates. Apologies in advance, my allergies have been terrible lately. I have really bad seasonal allergies, especially during the spring. They're brutal. Alright, looks like we got a red.
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug RB nach Stuttgart Hauptbahnhof. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine angenehme Reise. Nächste Station Ludwigsburg. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Alright, now we got the highball. Although I gotta go slow, we're still under the magnet. And so we still got some N-Wagon action too. That one's even got the 110. That's cool. Alright. Oh, why aren't you acknowledging? Whew. Got scared for a second. And distracted. I get distracted very easy. I question my abilities if I could be a good... Why isn't it releasing? Alright. Not going easy on me today. My low attention span could be a problem if I ever want to be a real train driver. I do want to someday. But I'd have to work out my short attention span first. Don't know how exactly I'd do that, but I'll find a way. I mean, it's not as bad. I'd say it's, you know, the fact that I can play a train simulator and whatnot. It's a lot better than most people nowadays. Although I do always listen to music. Almost feels a little uncanny driving in my videos and not having any music. I think that definitely helps, like, music with a lot of things. Listening to music definitely makes things a lot more fun. So, my attention span is bad, but not... It could be worse. It could be worse. Alright, now we've entered the 4-track main line. We're on the home stretch to Stuttgart. What time am I supposed to be there? 8:43. I don't know if it's an issue with my rail driver or the game, but I feel like I have to press the button a couple times in order for it to acknowledge. Both, maybe? I don't know. Well, that's interesting. You got there, like a top and tailed service. I don't know why. I wonder if maybe this locomotive isn't compatible with the cab car and they have to do it that way. Ooh, we're catching up on S-Bahn. We're gonna have a bit of a race. Although, it might already be at the speed limit because it has better acceleration. gaining on him. That's weird, or running on like the same section of track. I thought the way it was arranged on this route, like the two like S-Bahn trains are on the two tracks to the on my right, but I guess it kind of flip-flops. I don't know how to describe it. That probably made no sense. Ooh, big lag spike. The lag spikes have gotten more bearable. They were kind of bad at the start. Plus, the closer we get to Stuttgart, there's a lot more going on, so it's to be expected. I can handle lag spikes. It's mostly like stuttering and low frame rates that drive me crazy. But, well, as long as it's not constant lag spikes. I accidentally press my pantograph button. I don't know why they're calling it current conductor. That's, once again, I'm assuming it must be a translation error. But I've literally never heard anyone in my life call this thing a current conductor. It's a pantograph. It's not telling me my service number, just RB Stuttgart Hauptbahnhof.
Sehr geehrte Reisende, herzlich willkommen im Zug RB nach Stuttgart Hauptbahnhof.
Why are we not accelerating?
Nächste Station Stuttgart Hauptbahnhof. Ausstieg in Fahrtrichtung links.
Did me pressing the pantograph button mess things up? Brakes are released. Come on, I'm running low on time. I'm not gonna make it Stuttgart. Don't do this to me. Alright, I know for a fact the brakes are cut in. Are my doors? Oh, I never closed my doors, that's why. Then if I didn't close my doors, why did it not tell me to close them? Did I accidentally open them again? The world may never know. Okay, there we go.
Zugbeeinflussung. Zugbeeinflussung.
Gotta go quick.
Zugbeeinflussung. Sie fahren. Sie fahren. Sie fahren.
Yeah, once again, the yard's almost totally empty. It's disappointing. Might just be performance reasons, but once again, there's the layer disable button. That's there for a reason. Alright. Full speed ahead to Stuttgart. I feel like they updated the track joint sounds too, like for a locomotive, but it's probably just me. Alright, we're almost there. Running low on time. Oh, wait, I gotta slow down, I guess I didn't have to slow down yet. Neck and neck with this 423. Slowly pulling ahead as to make more station stops than us. Look at that. Whew. I really like this station. There's like so many different tracks everywhere. I don't know why these platforms aren't being used at all. So I'm not sure if I've really made it clear, but I had something I had to do today. I was trying to make this video quick. Normally, I try and be out the door by now. Well, not by now, but like another 5 to 10 minutes. So by the time I reach Stuttgart, that'd be when I have to leave. So I am running against the clock. It'd only be just barely late, so I can live with it. Whoa, big lag spike.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Looks like we may have a little delay going in. The depot's busy. That's good. Okay, I pressed the button like 10 times, but I'm interested. What's going on over here? Well, that's a 182, just a livery I downloaded. 101s. Don't know if it's the expert one or not. Okay, I pressed that button plenty of times. You don't have to throw me into emergency. Please don't throw me into emergency. Actually, I'm not asking to throw me into emergency. Don't throw me into emergency. That is a demand because I want to be on time. Okay, that's the no cab car, so I'm assuming the 101 is not the expert, which is unfortunate. Why, I don't know, but it's just the way it is. All right. Come on, let me in. Let me in, 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 let me in. Oh, I am speeding. Who's blocking me? Sierra City. Is he going onto the same track as me? Can't really tell. Why? Why would you go onto the same track as me? Please don't. I see 2234. Nope. Okay, good. So close, yet so far. Alright, Signor, I will be begging for you to let me in. What else could possibly be blocking me? Another train is blocking me. And it's a depot move. What the? So close. I'm so close.
Zugbeeinflussung.
Okay. Finally. All right. I think that track joint sound I was hearing was actually the SIFA pedal. That would explain some stuff. All right. Oh, look at that. They still have like one of those trains with the N wagon and the cab car and the Dostos for everything else. Got some Town 2s. Always love to see those. 218 park there. What else is there? A couple other cities. Interstate Express.
Störung. Störung.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Zugbeeinflussung. 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 Zwangsbremsung. Zugbeeinflussung.
I don't even know what I did wrong. You know what? Close enough. I really got places to be. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Will be less I'll be less pressured on time.